What's up, y'all? It's BWADE. I'm going to give you 7 of my favorite picks for the finals, game 2. I'm excited for this one. That game 1 ending was insane. The Pacers just continue to do it. That last-minute shot from Halliburton. So I'm going to walk you guys through all the data, the analysis, and kind of show you why I like these picks and why I put my money on them. The goal is to try and help you guys make better picks and inform you so that you guys put together slips that make money. So looking at how we did yesterday for game 1, free picks overall, we did really well. YouTube video, we hit 4 out of the 5 picks that I gave out. The only one that we missed was Alex Caruso under a first quarter rebound. He ended up getting one, so that missed. But everything else hit. So we cashed our 3-man on YouTube for just over 5x. We hit another slip in VIP. We hit another free pick that I gave out on my Instagram. Also, there is a link for my Instagram down below. I give a ton of free picks out there, so check it out. And then looking at our VIP game picks, we ended up splitting there. So we took the Thunder first half spread. I think they had to cover 5.5. They covered that in the first half, so that was a really smart pick, just taking the first half instead of the full game. But then we also took the over, and that missed. So overall, really solid game. We made money. Goal is to run it back. So I also give away a signed jersey every single month on this channel. This month we're doing a signed SGA jersey. It's finals month, like, let's fucking get it. So all you have to do to be entered to win that is subscribe to this channel, like this video, drop a comment. You do those 3 things, you will be entered into the raffle at the end of this month to win that jersey. Like I said, it's going to be the 8th autographed jersey that I send out to one of y'all. Also, VIP. So if you guys want additional picks, you're going to get more DFS picks with a higher hit rate. You're going to get more game picks as well. All you have to do is you can either use code NBA in the checkout. You'll get 80% off, and it'll cost you $10 for a week of picks. The other option, sign up with one of these apps that I tell you about in this video. So Sleeper, Parlay Play, Underdog, or any of the apps down below in the description. You sign up, use my code, deposit $5, $500, it doesn't matter. Use my code, make a deposit, and then send me a screenshot on Instagram, and I'll hook you up with a free week of VIP. Both great options. Either way, you get all our picks for the next week. But let's get into these picks. So I'm starting out with Nembhard over 11.5. We're running this one back. We took a game 1. It hit, and for the same reason, I'm staying on it. Now, it did bump up a point. It was 10.5 last game. But you look, he's been a dog in the playoffs. Last season, this season, his points significantly increased in the playoffs, and he dropped 14 on the Thunder in game 1. And the thing is he cooked the Thunder both games in the regular season this year. You look at similar players, they've gone over in 73% of games against the Thunder. I like Nembhard to go over here. They had him running a lot of like the 2-man type sets with him and Miles Turner. I think they trust him more in some of those set type situations. Halliburton's a little more squirrely, especially when the turnovers start racking up and the offense gets a little hectic. I think Nembhard sometimes can run it a little bit calmer, and so I like Nembhard to get us at least 12 points. Nothing crazy. He shot 4 for 11. That's not even great shooting. He can easily replicate that. Played 32 minutes. It's not like he did anything outstanding. I expect a similar game out of him, somewhere between 13 and 18 points. So I'm locking that in, and I'm pairing that up. I'm fading Case and Wallace again also. So this is still at 3.5. I can't tell you why. And although it's minus 162, I found an app where we're still going to get 3x for this 2-man. Guys, he's only gone over this 3 times these whole playoffs. 3 out of 17 games has he gone over. He's only averaging 2.6, which tells me that this line should probably be 2.5. Would be a much more realistic line here. But he's only gotten 2 rebounds in all 3 games against the Pacers this year. There's nothing that tells me he's going to go over here. So, I feel really good fade. I mean, even regular season, his average was 3.5, but that came down lower in the season. So, I feel great fading Case and Wallace's rebounds again, 3.5. You'll see that slip on the screen here. We're getting just about 3x for this on Parlay Play. Like I told you, I put it in on Parlay Play because it was the best payout I could find for this 2-man. I've been using this app more and more lately. You guys have probably noticed on some of my videos. I love it. They have tons of props for each player. They get their lines up early. And they have a great sign-up bonus. When you sign up using code BWADE, they're going to give you $5 for free so you can try the app out, see if you like it, play around in there a little. Then if you do decide that you like it, they're going to double that first deposit as well. So it's the best of both worlds. You get, a free sample, and you get that first deposit doubled up to $100. So ideally, you can end up with an extra $105 signing up on here using code BWADE. When you do sign up and you make a deposit using that code, send me a screenshot on Instagram, and I'll get you that free week of VIP. Had at least 15 people DM me today and get a free week of VIP. So I want to help y'all. Make sure to do that, and then make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment so you're entered to win that signed SGA jersey. Let's get into these next couple. All right, this is going to be our 3-man with a 9x payout. So we are starting out with Lou Dort over 2.5 3-pointers. And I know when you look at him in these playoffs, he's only gone over it 5 times, right? 2 of those times were these last 2 games, and you say, okay, well, he just dropped 5 on them, but that was an anomaly. Like, he was hot. He was hitting everything from 3, and that's true. When you looked at that game, that's how it went. But when we look at him against the Pacers this year, that's not an anomaly against the Pacers. He dropped 5 on them this past game, going 5 for 9. He dropped 6 on them back in March, going 6 for 7. And then he dropped 3 on them, going 3 for 8 all the way back in December. So 3 games this year, and he's averaging almost 5 3-pointers a game against them. Even when we go back to last year, he dropped 2 and 3 on them last year. And he wasn't hitting as many 3-pointers last year as he is this year. I like this one. This is more so a play against the Pacers, the team he's playing, than like how he's been doing in the playoffs in general. I think he steps up, and there's just so many weapons on this OKC team that sometimes Lou Dort gets overlooked defensively by the other team, and he gets those open looks. So I like Lou Dort to continue knocking down threes, and we get at least 3 out of him here. I'm also taking Pascal Siakam over 6.5 rebounds. I was fading the shit out of his rebound line against the Knicks, and then coming into this Thunder series, I wanted to pause and wait to see what happened in Game 1, because when you looked at his head-to-head numbers, he crushed the Thunder in both their games this year, and those were not regular rebound lines for him. Like, he averages 6.8 in the regular season, right? And so for him to get a 10 and a 9 against them definitely raised my eyebrow, and so I was a little bit curious how Game 1 would go. He replicated both of those games into this first game and had 10 rebounds in this, where honestly the big men for OKC defensively weren't really that present, especially Chet Holmgren. But I like Siakam. I'm going over rebounds again. It's been 3 straight games this season against the Thunder where he's pulled down 10, 9, and 10 rebounds. We look at how like Aaron Gordon rebounded against them, consistently putting up solid numbers. Aaron Gordon had at least 7 rebounds in all but 2 of his games against them. I think Siakam comes out here, we get at least 7. So I am locking that in. And then wrapping it up with SGA under 2.5 turnovers. He just takes care of the ball so well. You look, in the season he averaged 2.4. In the playoffs, he's averaging 2.2. So he's actually turning the ball over less in the playoffs, even though he's playing better competition. He's only gone over this 5 times out of 17 games. We're getting this at almost even money. So when you consider we're getting something at just about even money that's only hit in 29% of the time. When we look head-to-head, the Pacers haven't gotten more than 3 turnovers out of him yet this year. They actually only have 3 total turnovers in 3 games. So he needs to match his total turnovers from all 3 games against the Pacers in this next one to go over this. So of course, it can happen, but I feel pretty good that SGA continues to take care of the ball, and we stay under 2.5 turnovers here. You'll see that slip on the screen here. We're getting 9.2x for this on Underdog. Y'all, Underdog has some of the best payouts, but even more, they have some of the best promos. They're giving us 40 to 100% profit boosts on every NBA playoff game. So we're getting a 50% boost on this game, 60% on the next, 70 on the one after that. They gave us a 60% profit boost last night that I could use for any sport, a 50% profit boost to put on MLB today, and these don't have like a $5 max. These have like $50, $100 maxes, so you can actually put real wagers on them. These will significantly increase your payouts. You can put most of the same entries on that you would put on a different app. Just throw it on Underdog and get these profit boosts. And when you sign up using code BWADE, They'll double that first deposit up to $1,000. You guys take advantage of these sign-up bonuses. It's free money. Sign up, deposit whatever you want, and then send me a screenshot to Instagram, and I'll get you that free week of VIP, and you guys can tail with us. All right, I'm going to run one more slip with you guys. All right, we're going TJ McConnell to have an assist in the first quarter. First quarter assists over half. Price minus 155. A little bit of a decreased payout, but you look at how regularly he hits this 80% of the time. He's hitting it 82%. He's only missed it 3 times in these playoffs so far. So very likely to hit that. And then Alex Caruso under a first quarter assist. He's hit it 5 times these playoffs. Really, we're looking at something that's hitting 70%. The other one's hitting about 80% of the time. The likelihood of both of them hitting is right around 56%. So we have better than 50-50 chance, and it's going to have over a 2x payout. So in my mind, that's positive EV plus expected value. I like Alex Caruso to stay under half an assist. He's only hit this once since the first game in the Nuggets series. And when we look head to head, he hasn't had one in either game against the Pacers. So I feel good about this one. You'll see that on the screen. We're getting 2.4x for this on Sleeper. Sleeper is my go-to for a lot of the first quarter props. It's hard to find some of those on other apps, but Sleeper always has like those fringe type stat categories that are hard to find on other apps. Love Sleeper because they have so many different stat categories to pick from. Bunch of promos, and again, great sign-up bonus. Guys, when you sign up using code BWADE, they'll double that first deposit up to $100 and give you a free pick on top of that. Take advantage, y'all. Even if you just pull some money off a different account that you use, pull $100 off whatever other app you use, PrizePicks, even if it's Underdog, whatever they are, pull $100 off, throw it on a different app. It gets doubled. You have no risk, and now you just got a free $100. So do that. Send me a screenshot. Get a free week of VIP. Appreciate y'all watching this video. I'm excited for Game 2. I don't think it could outdo Game 1, but who the fuck knows? That was electric. Appreciate y'all. Make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment so you get entered to win that signed SGA jersey, and let's make some fucking money.